What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I've been very eager to do this review since I started testing, because the first time I smelled it, I was like, opening's all right. Then I gave it time to settle down. I actually wore it to the gym, that test spray from the initial spray, and I ended up loving it. It's actually quite the fresh vanilla, but not what apparently it used to be, because it's from 2011. This is a newer formulation, but I'm digging it for every day. It's Carolina Herrera's 212 VIP Men. We're going to dive into this one. Stay tuned. So I have the notes on screen for you guys, and when this one opens, sure, you get some citrus, a little hit of pepper, and some fresh green. It's not super minty. There is a mint note, but it offers this like fresh green smell to it. If anything, more so than, we'll give it a little spritz because I do love smelling it myself. A little fresh green smell, not super minty or anything like that. It's okay. But I do get the tonka bean. It's got a powdery vanilla smell to it, but it's freshened up greatly. And I don't get any of this vodka accord from the start. I was like really eager and excited, like, ooh, a vodka accord, that's different. I can't wait. And it fell flat. I didn't get it in the opening. And it was like all citrus, spice, green, little vanilla. Okay. Then it starts to settle. Oh my, does it become great. Then that vodka accord sets in. It gives this clear alcoholic vibe, like this just fresh alcohol feel. It's not a sweet alcohol like a whiskey note, a cognac note, a rum note. It doesn't offer that added sweetness that boozy notes tend to give sometimes. That's why I say specifically like that clear liquor smell, almost like the gin and tonic type of effect. And settles into this fresh, slightly powdery vanilla smell. A little bit of leather kind of grounds it, like a dryness to the leather, not really an animalic tone, but I'm here for this. Look, nothing else smells like it that I've tried. So it's actually quite unique. It spawned a bunch of flankers, which I have 4 or 5 of them now. I just felt it necessary to review the original first, but I actually quite like this. At first, I was a little underwhelmed, like, it's very good. It's cool, it's all right. But after spending time with it, man, this is a great fragrance. I'm so glad to have this. I'm glad I finally got around to getting it. There's just so many fragrances that have come out over the years. There's so much to explore. That's one of the beauties of treating this as a hobby. There's so much to explore. And I'm such a fan of this fragrance. I didn't realize I would like it as much as I do. I love the way it develops. It doesn't just stay the same. It's not a linear fragrance from start to finish. I get pretty much 3 stages to this: a heart, an opening, a heart, and a deeper dry down. And it develops nicely to where I don't think you have to just wear this in the evenings like it was originally planned to be, and apparently used to smell more of an evening fragrance. I think it's a great everyday fresh vanilla fragrance that you can wear for just about anything. Now, as far as performance, not a beast, but not weak either. 6 to 8 hours in longevity, more so that 7 to 8 hour range is where I've been clocking it. I'm so good with that. 6 to 8 hours is the sweet spot for me. Give me that on any fragrance. I am one happy camper. That is plenty. I don't need more. Less, not the end of the world. I refresh or plan accordingly, but 7 to 8 hours roughly. Projection, I would call average. Nothing crazy. Arm's reach, prominent and present for about an hour to an hour and a half. So let's call it moderate. And then the sillage, very similar to moderate to mild. It gets a bit closer to the skin. Light whiffs to remind you it's there. It trails decent based on the feedback that I've gotten, especially from the wife. So it's not a strong trail, but there is a light aroma that lingers for a moment. And the sillage that wafts around. You get light reminders here and there. I don't really go nose blind to it, which is an added bonus. That's always a good thing that, I can enjoy the fragrance for myself, because that's the main reason I'm wearing it, is to enjoy smelling it myself. So across the board, I would call it a slightly above average performer, because it does have a little bit better than average longevity, but overall pretty much average. Final thoughts on 212 VIP Men from Carolina Herrera. I've been buying a lot of stuff from Carolina Herrera this year, and I'm a fan. I'm definitely a fan. I think this is a great fragrance. This is an 8 out of 10 kind of fragrance for me. This is something I'll continue to gravitate towards from time to time. This is a profile that speaks to me with the right kind of performance. It's not obnoxiously loud, but lasts a while. It's present and prominent without being overwhelming and assertive. I like it. It's good stuff. It's an 8 out of 10. Well, that's my thoughts and feelings on 212 VIP Men from Carolina Herrera. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate all the feedback, and I love hearing from you guys. What do you guys think about this one? Have you had older bottles of this? And what do you find different from the older bottle, the older versions, older batches versus what I described here today? Let me know, because I've been hearing some feedback from people. That's why I say apparently it was quite different before and has quite the formulation change. But for what it is, actually suits my taste. Everything happens for a reason, and I wasn't meant to smell this fragrance until recent times, because apparently it suits me really well now in its current form. And until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on 212 VIP Men and you give it a spray now, it's always that chance you might thank me later. Have a good one, guys.